Husband, 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 husband. The United States was just inside of me bragging that they make people go to the bathroom and feel so degraded and gross just from murdering and raping all the time and being excessively, sickeningly addicted to living in trackers in brains and making bathroom experiences or sexual experiences out of control, sickening, and gross. And then they were talking about how they just got too obvious around countries and companies. They're not going to be able to backpedal. And then they said that they used the tracker and me to just sit and say weak or vulnerable or sad things so that countries that murdered me too can bond with everything that they're doing but act like nobody even knows anybody. And they were bragging, babe. They were bragging, babe, about how they use trackers as countries in good ways to communicate with each other and more. And then they use trackers in bad ways. And they were blubbering that it's just too obvious and there's a trail everywhere. And the fact that the evidence was leaked out, everybody's always gonna forever remember and know what they did. And then they kept reminiscing and they kept reminiscing and they kept reminiscing about how they took so much money from people and companies and swore it was all going to me, but like I just always was like a dead blob in the corner. And they are terrified that everybody's already figured most of it out. And then they said, everybody knows what we did to her shoulder and her lower back corner area. I don't think we're actually fooling anybody anymore. Is that part of why I'm not doing it right or something? Or is it just the fact that it's really hard to be a scary monster god that works in hell and deal with very bad people and be the god who did everything for beautiful, precious, good people? I'm not gonna lie, husband. It was kind of cool to talk about working in hell and the fact that you could have a weird, violent personality or even maybe have been a bad person and work for gods in violent categories or something, where you're just attacking bad people and working with angels to do what it takes against bad people and maybe work with countries that need protection no matter what that means. And even an actual bad person could make more right than wrong in like 2 seconds and be beautiful in the eyes of God again and have a whole amazing future instead of being the criminal that they were. See, I don't know, babe. I want to keep going everywhere with good people. I want good people to swim in dreams and swim in dreams and keep dreaming and keep going to my queen, my queen, my queen, and have every dream. And I want bad people to get what they deserve. And you have to juggle bad people when they get too threatening or aggressive. And you don't want them to ever become too threatening or aggressive where it's obvious in front of the world. The world can't handle these things. Like, what do I do, babe, so this could work out better? All I can think of is asking good people if there's anything they've analyzed. And you guys are the best because you're the husbands that know what these countries did and how much they kind of drive these bad outbursts by sending fake bad people to ride my problems to get too aggressive to where it could be gross in front of innocent life and force me to yell or get aggressive or threatening. But I still keep it generic because I don't want anybody to be too scared or understand. Well, if you think of anything, husband, to make life better or easier,